Welcome back to Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition 2025. Creation Club content, final analysis. I'll make this a short one. I ran out of time in my last playthrough episode. So we'll pull up the list. I'm going to redo it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep so we don't have this storm in the background. That's better. And I don't want anybody talking to me in the background. Let me go to the drive-in. Yeah, I just tried to get this in my last video, and it was very rushed. I almost made it through the list, but it was very rushed. So we'll just stand here in the corner where nobody will bother us and pull the list up. Anti-materiel rifle was disappointing. I was expecting more from that because I loved that weapon in New Vegas. I think it was probably the most powerful sniper rifle in the game, if I remember. I am due a New Vegas playthrough. I haven't done that one in a long time. But I have PS3, and I'd like to record it, so I'll probably at some point have to obtain a gaming PC. I've been talking about it anyway. So I'm waiting hopelessly for them to do remasters, for Bethesda to do remasters of Fallout 3 and or New Vegas so that they would be released on PS5. I don't think that's going to happen. It may not happen in my lifetime. That's just the way New Vegas is. Not New Vegas, Bethesda. So all the armor, paint job, all the paint jobs that you get, they're all cool. They're fun. I've used them on and off. It's a lot. So really, you could set up a theme at each one of your settlements, and give everybody armor, combat armor, and paint it all with a theme. And you could even paint the weapons to match. So I did that a little bit in this one. I was giving one of my settlements got rifles, combat rifles that were all snowflakes. So that was if you wanted to put the time into it, that would be pretty cool. I think you would enjoy that. All of the dogs are pretty cool. There's one here. It took me a bit of work to get them to trigger and load. There's the Dalmatian. And they're little guardians, you know. I mean, they'll help fight when your settlements get attacked. It's pretty cool. As do all of the kind of pet type things like the Brahmin and the Quantum Radstag. They'll all contribute. The Brahmin armor it's cool, but it was disappointing. I was expecting to be able to give all of my Brahmin armor, kind of like the dog armor, you know? But that's not the case. You just get one Brahmin. So the Bunker Home Pack, that was a fun quest. And pretty cool content. I built an example of that at Sanctuary. It's pretty cool. That's old. Captain Cosmos, I think initially I was disappointed in that, but then I've come to realize that some of these things are they're collectibles. There's other examples of that too. Charleston Condo is one of the player homes, pretty cool. Again, they're all pretty cool. I won't use the home. Some of them had better quests to find them. Some of them were just go there, you know, and just open it. The Chinese stealth armor was fun. It looks cool. I actually wore that for a while. It's pretty slick, and has the stealth legendary effect, so that's pretty cool. Never really got this one to work. I found it. I power armor paint jobs, and I guess some drink recipes. I don't see the drink recipes. That's to me that's one I don't either. I didn't figure it out all the way, or it's glitched and it doesn't really work very well. I'm going to skip over some of the things that we've had for a while, like that one. This CR74L combat rifle is awesome. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game now. I would say get that one early if you can, as early as you can, find it. If you're going to do a playthrough and use any of this content, try to get that weapon early. I don't know how early you can get it. I think I got it pretty late. And then try to upgrade it to the 5.56 as soon as you can, which is working through all your perk tree, to get gun nut or whatever you need to do it. But it's a freaking awesome weapon. Love that one. Cyberdog is pretty cool. That refers back to Rexy from New Vegas, and you can name them. Over 100 different names. You just toggle through the names. You can't make up your own name. But I was happy to see that Rex was one of the options. The Doom content, the BFG and the classic Marine armor, collectible. It was a little bit disappointing how easy it was to get, and it was hard to trigger. Fantasy Hero set, that was a fun little quest. But again, they're just collectible items. You can't even display them. That's part of the problem with some of these collectible things. Like the Doom Marine armor, I can display. I can put that on a mannequin. But the Doom BFG, I can't get it to sit on a weapon display. Same with the Fantasy Hero set. I can't display them, so they just sit in a box. That's disappointing. This was a lot of fun. It took me a while to get this to trigger, but once I did, it was a lot of fun. Basically, retaking Quincy, but you get unique power armor out of it. So it makes Quincy more fun. Handmade shotgun, disappointing. Triple barrel shotgun, yeah, sounds great, but the damage isn't exciting. I used one for maybe an hour of playthrough, and then just put it away and never use it again. And there are legendary versions for sale all over. Most of the vendors have a legendary version of this shotgun to sell. This was fun. I stumbled on this by accident. I didn't even know I had it, and I was just wandering around, and I found a dude and a dog in a garage, and they were dressed with holiday. No, I'm sorry. Is this the right one? Yes, this is it. So I got it before I ever triggered the quest. And then I think I was with Piper or Kate, and I was over encumbered, and I dropped a bunch of this clothing, and I had her pick it up, and I think I lost the reindeer ears. I never found them, so that was a little bit disappointing. The horse power armor. That was actually pretty fun. It was a nice little quest, and the power armor is cool. It's power armor that is made up of Giddy Up Buttercup parts, and I think it has a legendary effect of speed. You're pretty speedy in that. The Institute plasma weapons, hard to get it to trigger. I had to go, like, quit the game, use that little glitch fix that I found. But I did eventually get it, and it was fun. Sent you around to a few different locations, and it's a pretty cool weapon. There are actually three different versions, and they changed the plasma. One of them is blue, one of them is red, and I think the other one is like a Gatling. Oh, that's what I gave the dude here behind me. Um, the ion gun was fun. It was kind of easy. It was okay. I didn't mind that one. The gun itself isn't that great. Uh, this is an old one. This isn't new. This is by far my favorite weapon in the game as part of this set. The sniper version, the hunter's version, is the best sniper rifle in the game. I don't care if you're sniping animals or super mutants. It's the best. I use some of the modern furniture. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of it. Actually, I can show you some. Better option for me. It's not all moldy and rotted. So you go to build new from the workshop, and it's let's just say the sofas are already broken in, JD Vance, but not with that set. That set looks new. So the backpack is cool. It reminds me of Skyrim when they added the kind of the same thing, the creations, not really creations, but I think you had to buy it, the option to have backpacks to increase your carry weight. In Skyrim, there's different versions of it. The mage boosts your magicka, the thief boosts your sneak. So they don't have that in this game. I don't think you. No, they do have bonuses. They do have come with bonuses in this game. I didn't explore that, but I'm reading it right there. Morgan spacesuit, that was pretty cool. But basically, you just go to ArcJet Systems and get it. There's no quest. These are player homes. Neon Flats was the first one I looked at. It's in Good Neighbor. Nora Penthouse was more fun. It was a better quest. Um, you had to track down these coursers that had already been killed, or I think no, I think you did kill them. So that was fun. The pint-sized slasher is funny. Um, it was not a hard quest or not a long quest, and it was hard to get it to trigger. I went to that Boston Bugle building 4 or 5 times, and finally I had to go out, quit the game, and then kind of reinstall it. And again, it's just a collectible. You are able to display that one. Pip-Boy paint jobs, yeah. I mean, if you're going to go with the theme, I guess you want your Pip-Boy to match. That's all right. Power armor paint jobs. That's, to me, more fun than the other ones. Because I made I think it was the aqua camo. Yeah, the aquatic camo looks pretty cool. And I think I did the desert. I tried a lot of these. Infernos comes with the devil's inferno. The prototype Gauss rifle, we just did that one. That was the last one we did. If you like fighting through the Gunner's Plaza, you'll love it. Quake Thunderbolt, that was pretty cool. It's like a deathmatch quest, um, but it's not hard. I think there were like 2 or 3 champions that you had to beat, and then the final one had the weapon on him. Never really did this, and it's too late for me to try it now. I didn't even attempt to look for this one until after I had destroyed the railroad. Repurposed power armor helmets. I thought that was going to be fun. There are not enough of them. That's the problem. I had every intention of giving every one of my provisioners a repurposed power armor helmet so that I could see them. You can recognize them from a distance. But I think I only ended up ever finding 2 of them. Sea Scavengers was a lot of fun. That's a fun quest. The weapon isn't great. I used it for a little bit and then put it away. It's the legendary weapon you get from Nuka World, the pack automatic, is a much better weapon than the 12.7, in my opinion. Sentinel Control System Companion, I just did that. It's one of the last things I did. That's very cool. I gave him the Institute plasma rifle that you can convert into a Gatling. It's powered by a fusion core. Man, that thing is stupid powerful, and it will kill you if you get caught in the blast range. So you have to be careful when you use him. Don't take him in a tunnel. He killed me in a tunnel. Maybe I'll display that. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Settlement ambush kit. I did not do this. You were always able to make traps, right? So this is a little bit more of that, I think. Although you can actually lure people in and then kill them. That's a little sick. The security camera system. Shroud Manor was fun. That's another player home, but it's connected to the Silver Shroud. And I won't give you any spoilers about that, but that one was fun. That was probably one of the better player home quests. Solar Cannon. I don't think I did this, so I can't give an assessment on it. Tesla Cannon's old. This transdogrifier was stupid. Sorry to the creator, but I got both of them. There are 2 versions of the transdogrifier. It's basically, I think it's a collar that you can give dog meat. And one of them changes the texture of his fur. I don't know. I didn't see any difference toggling through. And then the second one, I think, changes his dog breed. It says if you have purchased any other dog creation. I don't know. I don't really even know what that means. I haven't purchased any other dog creations. Except, I know what it means. So all these basically pet dogs, I got every one of them. I guess you're supposed to be able to turn dog meat into one of them. Well, it didn't work for me. Tunnel Snakes Rule, that was fun. And that refers back to what I think is the tunnel snakes from Fallout 3 when you were, still in the vault. That was like the little local gang. And Butch was your nemesis. And that's pretty cool. And you get the outfit. You get several of the outfits. But you get unique weapons. I think there's a legendary 10 millimeter. But then you get the classic look of the 10 mil. And they look pretty cool. That's actually fun. I enjoyed that one. I didn't do any of these workshops. It says they appear while you're in creation mode or in workshop mode. I mean, appears while you're in creation workshop mode. I don't know what that means. I mean, does that mean I can go to my workshop here? What does that mean? If anyone knows and ever watches this, leave me a comment. Oh, Nuka-Cola collector. Oh man, I need that. I'm gonna go use that. I've always wanted to display all the different varieties of Nuka-Cola you get, especially from Nuka World. We'll continue on with this list. So I was talking about sea scavengers, and then I got distracted. That was fun. They're like ghosts, and you get very, very good outfits. And oh, I already talked about that. Yeah, that's the 12.7. The gun isn't great, but the outfits were pretty cool. I actually have them displayed. I'm almost done here. So yeah, I didn't do any of these workshops. I didn't figure out how they even work. The weapon paint jobs, yes, I used them. They were fun. We always had it to a point. X2 power armor is old. The Zeton Arsenal was one that I talked about already. You got the three. No, I'm sorry. I'm confusing it with the Institute plasma rifle. This is different. This is like a little add-on to the alien blaster quest that you know, really not a quest. It's just something you can find in the games. But this one is a little quest that you track down, and eventually you come upon a scene where they're abducting Brahmin, and you kill the aliens, but then you get 3 different alien blaster styles, which are really different. One of them's a melee, like a Ripper, and one of them's like a sniper rifle, and then the other one's just a different blaster. You can change the color of the round, like I think it was red instead of blue. So that was fun. So all in all, I had a blast doing all this Creation Club content. It was a pain in my ass to get it to all load and trigger. Fucking around with the load order, which is automatic now. But it, I don't know if it was glitching or if it was just too much to do all at once. Maybe I got greedy. I don't know what it was. But ultimately, I did get 99% of it to work. I didn't download everything. I didn't purchase everything, but I did a lot of it. I'll keep an eye on it and see if anything else pops up. Like, for instance, let's see if I can even open it. No, see, I can't log in. It's very glitchy to use. But I find to fix that, you quit the game, and then you go in from that menu screen, and then it might reset for you. One note that I'll leave before I sign off on this video, I did do the what the hell was that? Oh, the Dystopian Diamond City. Sounded like so much fun, and I actually did see it, but it is not for consoles. Don't get that one if you're on console. And if you read the description, it actually tells you that. I stupidly missed that. And it cost me, I think, 3 hours of playthrough videos. Because the game, I would get like 45 minutes in to a video where I did really cool things, like quest-related things, and left some of my best commentary. And then the game would crash when I would try to go to Diamond City. So I was getting very frustrated and almost quit the whole project. I was upset about it, pissed off. And then I went and did some more digging, and I found that it's not for console. So I had to delete it, and I had to actually change my load file. So you can see this says Sergeant Slaughter Creations in brackets. I didn't make that. That, what do you call it? That save. I didn't name that save. It named it for me. It was automatic. My original save just said Sergeant Slaughter. So I was able to salvage the game, but I did lose several hours, 2 or 3, maybe even more hours of playthrough that were kind of important and will be annoying if you watch the entire series. You're going to find holes, you're going to find gaps, and that's part of what caused it. There were a couple other gaps that were caused by just random crashes that had nothing to do with that content. So that's it. I'm going to continue playing a little bit, but I'm not going to record it. I don't think it's necessary. This is my Sentinel AI Power Armor companion. So you can have him along with a regular companion. That's pretty cool. But I will say, be careful what weapon you give him. Because I gave him that Gatling gun, and he is a monster. He's a beast with that. So anyway, thanks for going along with me. Thanks for watching. I think my next project is probably going to be an Oblivion blind playthrough. I did attempt to play Oblivion. I got a little ways into it. Maybe I have an hour into it. And then for whatever reason, I stopped playing it. I might have got a little frustrated because I'm spoiled. I play this and I play Skyrim, and I know these games so well. I know what to do. I know where to go. I get a good start in both of them. And that one is, I don't know it. So I have to kind of get out of my comfort zone and try something new. Later, Gators.